have to go to the hospital, which I have been to the hospital many times. They have to use like pediatric needles.
Like the tiny ones? Yeah.
Like the tiny ones. And even then they can't like find a vein. It'll take like 3 nurses to find a vein in me. And so when people see these like marks on me, they're like, they think I'm a drug addict. I'm like, no. Even if I wanted to be, I couldn't.
Yeah, you couldn't even find a vein to shoot up with.
Exactly. But yeah. So what do you guys want to talk about today? Let's jump in easy. Let's start with you, because I just had a really traumatic experience of driving here. So
let's talk about happy things.
Yeah, well, or like you guys, like let's not talk about me right now.
Is that any specific topic?
No, I'm saying you guys. What's on your mind today?
Nothing really. I mean,
I should put my sweater back on. Sorry, I just needed a minute to breathe.
That's okay.
But like now I'm basically wearing a bra, which is inappropriate. I just needed a minute to kind of like get some air on my skin.
Your family's going to be watching this, so I think it's okay. It's probably nothing they haven't seen before.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's inappropriate. I just needed a little air. Okay. All right. Clothes are on. Let's go. What do you guys want to talk about? I can offer up some topics.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Do your thing.
Okay. Well, what... So I know so much about so many different things. So do you want to talk about music, literature, science, my history, my past, your history, your past, your history, your past?
I kind of want to hear about more of
master's degrees, like...
Yeah, I guess let's talk about kind of your... I know you've talked about your schooling, like high school.
My education.
Yeah, you were bullied in 12 going into high school because you were 12 and young.
Yeah.
So let's talk about college.
I was just bullied by other girls. Yeah, but I was protected by a much older boy, but then that older boy was taken away from me.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell you about the other boy. So then I was so devastated by him leaving. And this other boy kind of saw an opening. So do you know what that's like when there are predators? They can kind of spot people who are in...
Yeah.
So he did that, and he... I don't even want to say his name. It's like summoning a demon, almost.
You don't have to.
And he slowly kind of groomed me, so I was not physically attracted to him. And I don't feel like he was intellectually at the same level that I was. And
even though you were 2 years younger than him.
Yeah, he just... Like, he was, like, kind of... Like, I wouldn't say that he was dumb, but he definitely wasn't smart.
Yeah.
Not mature, or just, like dumb, intellectually?
No, he wasn't... Like, there are some kids that I went to high school with who were just, like, you almost felt poorly for them because they were so dumb that it was like...
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Like, he wasn't, like, that guy, but he definitely wasn't at, like, my level of... intellect, you know? And but he was there for me at a really raw point in my life, and so we became friends. And then I became emotionally attached to him, I would put it that way. And he said that if I didn't have sex with him, then he would take that relationship away. So that's how I lost my virginity.
It's really awful. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. So that was fine, and it went on for a while. And I did feel that level of protection of, like, other people didn't mess with me because he was there. Until the day he tried to kill me.
What?
Yeah. I
This guy's
broke
a real
up.
piece of shit.
Yeah, that's
I broke up with him, and so I went back because he had some of my things that were important, some of my personal belongings that were important to me in his home. And so I called his sister because I went to a weird high school, so we had sororities in our high school, and she was in my sorority. Like, I knew her. I called her, and I was like, "Is he home?" And she was like, "No." And so I was like, "I'm gonna come over and get my stuff." But then she, because she's his sister, so she is more loyal to him than she is to me, called him and said that I was coming over to gather my things. And I was in his room gathering my things, and he just, oh my God, this is so difficult to speak about. Give me a second.
I have tissues right there, too, if you need them.
take your time.
I just remember he had me pinned down on his bed and his hands around my neck and him saying, "You realize that I could kill you right now." And I was so terrified. And then he punched me in the face. And blood started coming out of my nose, and I think the blood scared him. Like, it jumped him out of whatever mind frame he was in. And, oh, God, just give me a second. And then he was so sorry. And then he went to, like, go get me, like, a towel to clean out my nose. But as soon as he left the room, I bolted. Like, I was out.
Yeah.
And then I was really lucky because I went home and my brother was there to mow the lawn at our house because my parents and he were staying at our lake house for the summer, and I was living home alone. And he saw the blood all over, and I told him what happened, but I was like, "Don't tell Mom and Dad." But he did. And so they kind of shut that down a little bit.
I mean, a little bit. Your dad didn't, like, kill the guy?
No, my father said that with instances such as that, and remember, my parents are from a different generation, that if you pursued it, it would harm our family's, like, reputation and also provoke him to, like, it would inflate, it would inflame, it's kind of like feeding the troll.
Yeah.
They were just like, "Just cut this off. Never see that person again."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So he assaulted me 2 more times, but that was the worst one, was when he literally looked me in my face. I will never forget it. With his hands around my neck saying, "You realize I could kill you right now."
Yeah, it's super messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like it happens a lot. And I worry about that for my daughters because I feel like there's an increase, like an uptick in male aggression that's associated with sexual desire. Like, there's a connection being made there that...
Yeah.
So even though he was more, like, in terms of age appropriate to me, he was more aggressive. Whereas, like, as soon as I was telling you about Jeremy, which I don't mind saying his name because he was very kind to me, you were like, "Oh, I see this going in a bad way." No, it wasn't. He was so much older than he was like 18 and I was like 13. But he was protective of me. He never harmed me.
Yeah.
We never had sex. He was just protecting me. Like, he saw that I needed protection.
Yeah.
And he was
a genuine nice guy.
Yeah,
Even though you had a
genuinely
little
nice guy.
suspicious of an age gap, but
Yeah,
meant well.
it was a very big age gap, but he
Yeah.
never harmed me. Never. But yeah, the other guy did. And I honestly wonder what happened to him, because I feel like if he was doing that as a teenager, like, has he actually killed somebody?
Probably.
Like, are there like dead
Maybe.
bodies all over like the United States?
You can search up people's names in crime databases. If anything, this guy probably sounds like he is a domestic abuser.
Yeah.
To some degree. And
yeah.
if you do it enough, you get caught.
Even thinking about him makes me so...
Yeah.
Ugh. It was gross. But
yeah, it's messed up.
Yeah. So, but I just, again, I've always done that in my life. Is that I feel as though I always need a man standing beside me to feel protected.
Were we going to talk about happy things?
Well, you switched the camera. See,
That's
we're
true.
going from my...
That's true.
Cathartic is cathartic.
Yeah.
Well, no, but it's like, that's why I said, like, this, like, I've been trying to, like, we kept it on this side, and now we're going to this side, so, yeah.
Let's talk about college. Was that a good time for you? If it wasn't, we can just skip over.
You want to go to college? Okay.
Yeah.
College?
Where did you go?
So I graduated from Wake Forest University in North Carolina.
It's a good school.
I actually signed an NDA, so I can't talk about, so I started at a school that's also begins with the letter but I was a witness to a very to a rape, and so then whose daughter also went to Wake Forest, they just got me moved over there because I had to testify. It was just like a whole thing. But at Wake, okay.
You could probably break your NDA if it was all these years ago and you're terminally ill. You should just do it.
Yeah, but I don't want to, like, get back involved in all that. Okay. So, yeah, but at Wake, so again, I was a freshman, and a fifth-year senior, so I was 16 when I went to college. Mm-hmm. And I, like, I think it was, like, first day of college, this guy, I forget his last name, but his first name was Ryan, came up with, like, a pickup truck, like you guys all drive around here. Mm-hmm. And he literally, like, just went to our freshman hall, like, the girls' hall, like, Bostwick, and just, like, shoved us all in the back, like, in the bed. And he was like, I'm taking you to a party. And I was like, oh, fuck.
Most thing ever.
Herding freshman girls to the party. That's crazy.
But then I got to the party, and there was this guy who just seemed calm and kind, and he was wearing a t-shirt that said fish on it. I was like, you are going to be my protector. And he was. Yeah. And so I dated him for a year, and then he actually asked me to marry him.
While you were in school together?
Well, he was a fifth-year senior. Like, he was...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are a lot of those in my program.
Yeah. He was a fifth-year senior. But he was so kind to me. He was so nice to me. He, his family lived in the same town. They lived in Winston-Salem, and his sister was so nice to me. Like, his mother, his father, he was just the nicest guy ever. Like, and he loved having sex with me. And I was like, that was like something I could give away easily in exchange for the protection that I felt from him. Because I was so young, like I wasn't sexually developed yet. So
You're still 16 at this point?